Not Saweetie out here selling her cat to married and doing voodoo on Cardi B. Turns out Saweetie's music career is really just a cover-up for her escorting business behind the scenes. This comes after her road manager, Maybach May, jumped on Beyonce's internet and exposed every bit of her shady dealings behind the scenes, even down to her sleeping with Offset while he was still with Cardi B, and accusing Saweetie of being a raging cokehead. If y'all remember, she and Quavo got into it over her cheating with Offset, and when she later dated YG, that didn't last either, because she was mercilessly cheating on him too. Well, she's rumored to be in a relationship with footballer Jadon Sancho, and our girl is already cheating again. At this point, she needs to pack it up with these relationships because she clearly ain't built to keep or have a man. This entire mess started when her ex-BFF and road manager, Maybach May, made a series of IG posts accusing her of being hooked on hard substances, a home wrecker, and doing witchcraft Cardi B. The home wrecker allegations weren't new because we've all heard the rumors about Saweetie sleeping with anybody and everybody's man. But the substance addiction and witchcraft allegations were definitely a shocker. She said, "I tried to be nice. Nice don't get you nowhere. Pain, witchcraft, and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my bread home wrecker, sweetie." She also posted a screenshot of one of Jadon's close friends exposing Saweetie for being an escort. Apparently, Saweetie was demanding $180,000 per week and multiple Birkins. They want Sanch to lower his wages with Saweetie on his roster. You thought you was getting $180,000 per week pay. Saweetie asking for her third Birkin bag? This week, it's Wednesday. May posted this and said, "I'll tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie. I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and was depressed looking for a happy life. I took you to London Babes, took you to Nigeria, booked you an Australian tour. I helped this girl so much only for her to play with my money at the end. I'm just missing my money from London. Pay up coke head before I start naming the rest of the husbands you were playing with." Oh, but she wasn't done, y'all. She went on to post this humiliating video of Saweetie all pissy drunk, acting the fool and throwing it back with a caption that said, "Hey Saweetie, I see you playing internet games on Beyonce internet. Girl, let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you, or I can start addressing some of them rumors with TMZ. We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't gone. Let you play me out some money." May made another post claiming that she booked Saweetie an appearance at Chelsea Stadium, but Saweetie decided to go and sleep with the guy who was supposed to her for the gig and told him not to pay her. It's unclear why Saweetie did her dirty like this, but May isn't having it, and she's ready to spill all Saweetie's tea if she doesn't get her money. I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit the Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team. Instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a road manager with her getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money. People dragged May for bringing this to social media when she could have just sued Saweetie instead. But baby, they still didn't hold back from calling Saweetie out on those home wrecker allegations. Anyone who has been keeping up with Saweetie knows these rumors have been around for a while. Back when she was with Quavo, it was rumored that she was messing around with Offset. These rumors started when that video of them fighting in the elevator went viral. After their breakup, he also released a song called Messy, in which he accused her of hooking up with someone who was very close to him. Even though he didn't explicitly mention Saweetie and Offset, the timing of the song made it clear who he was talking about. Mind you, this was also around the same time Offset and Quavo were beefing. He rapped, "I said Croatia, please, cause she too messy. BF'd my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressin'. You wanted the gang, you should have just said it. We would have blessed it." Some people speculated that Quavo was talking about Lil Baby since Saweetie was rumored to be messing with him at one point, but Quavo and Lil Baby have never been that close for him to be out here calling him his dog, so the only valid person would be Offset. Saweetie wasted no time in clapping back at him in her song, Don't Say Nothing, in which she rapped, "Why men always speaking on who I'm effing on? Oh, he must have got excited when I FaceTimed with nothing on. Them same lips that's yappin' be the ones I nutted on. 100K please. Know how much paper I be touching on? That's light. Better check my net worth. Post a pic in his sweatshirt. I bet it'd have my ex hurt. That's what I get for kissing on these frogs." He got mad and told my business to the blogs. Not too long after this, Quavo got into a messy back and forth with Chris Brown, and this only affected Saweetie even more because Chris exposed her in the process for having an affair with him. Chris put out a diss called Weakest Link, in which he rapped, "You effed my ex-girl. That's cool. I don't give no F Lil Igga, cause I effed ya ex when you were still with her. Bye, I'm up Lil Igga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that ish." Quavo responded with his own diss track titled Over OS and Buys, in which he said he didn't care about Chris hooking up with Saweetie because she was irreplaceable. He said, "I can take a model BIH and make a Saweetie Igga." For some reason, Saweetie didn't clap back at Chris when he said he slept with her, but she went in on Quavo for calling replaceable. At this point, things were starting to get really out of hand, and people were demanding for Cardi to confirm if Saweetie really slept with Offset or not. Cardi ended up responding to a fan amidst her online feud with with Madonna, and she said Offset was going to spill the tea about it in his album. She said that rumors will be addressed on Offset's new album. Offset didn't address anything on his album, but Cardi later spoke about it during her interview with Jason Lee. Now, even though Cardi tried to make it look like everything was okay between her and Saweetie, it turns out she and Saweetie weren't actually cool because earlier this year she jumped Saweetie at the Vanity Oscars after party, and it was reportedly because of Offset. According to an eyewitness who was there to watch everything happen, Cardi was the one who came at Saweetie. The eyewitness said Cardi saw Saweetie and went right over to her and started yelling, "What you gotta say now?" or something like that. It was real ghetto. Saweetie tried to keep it classy, but she didn't back down. Basically, Cardi was making a fool out of herself yelling, and Saweetie didn't back down, but didn't raise her voice. And interestingly enough, Offset was recently asked if the rumors about him and Saweetie were true, and he said no. But then again, this is Offset we're talking about, so you can't really believe everything he says. And to make matters even worse, it's also now being alleged that Saweetie may have used some of the voodoo on Cardi B. Yes, girl, these are unconfirmed rumors, but folks seem to believe it. And judging from the allegations May made, there might just be some truth to it. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "People are saying, why doesn't she sue? Y'all aren't paying attention. She's basically saying she's a madam and serviced Saweetie and didn't get her cut from her of the trick." Another person said, "She said Saweetie out there selling twat. Maybe the record sales they show is cap. She has to be able to afford her lifestyle." But sis did say Saweetie sleeping with the clients. That's that pretty privileged. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Saweetie getting exposed for selling that cat and doing extreme witchcraft? And do y'all believe he is doing voodoo on Cardi B? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.